back at it. Catching a few crabs a day. It's fell off some the last few days. Too bad. Best crabs of the year. Hit that like button for us if you would. Water temperature's starting to cool off just a touch. Weather's going to warm up next few days. I think there's something wrong with the upper. Females still around. Nice big heavy males. Not a lot of trash right now. Catching a few peelers. Kind of in between time. These male peelers are going to start soon. Definitely some of them bigger males finally starting to show up. Hope everybody had a good weekend, and definitely getting to be football time. Hopefully everybody takes the crabs to the football tailgates. Everybody forgets about crabs when the football starts. Tried some fishing them the other day. Fish seems okay. Might switch over to fish. Morning, Rowdy. How's it going? Sharon, we sell crabs to Angels and Overley. I got females right now and smaller males I'm selling out of the house. You can hit me at fbemispaul@gmail or message me on one of the social medias. Try to get you some crabs if you want them. There's a good pot. Shrimp pot. There's a good one there. Good pot. Nice big crabs. Dark, heavy, rusty. Beautiful crabs. Best crabs of the year. Somebody said the Ravens lost. I don't even know. I don't really ever watch football, but I guess there's a bunch of big college games on this weekend. Oh, a good pot. That's a good fish pot there. Some nice dark males, heavy males. Out here right now in this 15 foot out here on the mud. Working along. Had a few pots up, 5, 6 foot of water, still crabs there too. This warmer weather probably heated that water up a little bit, so we got that shoal too. They're kind of spread out right now. Hopefully, looks like towards the weekend's gonna start getting chilly. Lows in the 50s and highs in the 70s. So hopefully they'll put the feed bag on, start fattening up for the winter. Uncle Deathy, hey, faster, faster, get to work. Decent pots today. It had fallen off to, 1, 2, 3, 4 crabs a pot. We had some good better pots today. We're waking back up, I guess. Couple nice good pots. Some females showing up. Nice heavy, dark females. They're probably starting to get the egg inside of them. Good eating fall crabs. Good picking crabs. Crab meat away for the winter. Where's everybody watching from today? Much difference between the fish and the shrimp. Fish is probably a little bit cheaper. Good dark, look at them dirty crabs, rusty. There we go, Gainesville, Georgia. How's the crabbing down there? Is that east or west? Georgia. Fish today, not much, few spots, some flounders, little flounders. Not much else, but basically crabs. Lewisette, Virginia. Thanks for watching. Had to replace my knife recently on my winder here, so always battling, always something, fixing something, working on something, changing something. Never dull. There we go. got there and the hot water system wouldn't work, wouldn't fire. So we had to tear all that apart. The extra phone wouldn't work. So we didn't get the live stream last week. If you missed us, that's where we were, battling away. Well, we're here today. Hopefully bring a little crab cheer to your day. Morning, Brian. How you doing? Thanks everybody for watching. Hit the like button if you would for us. Helps push the stream. Gets it out there a little bit. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. It'll keep you notified of all the goings-ons of day to day. We got a couple more months left of crabbing. We'll be out, hopefully, Lord willing, through November. What you got? Paper shell? Paper. Anybody fish? I hear these bloodworms are like gold. Any of the ones I see aren't much bigger, but that's probably a piece on a hook, I bet. Somebody said, they told me yesterday, $16 for 6 worms. That's crazy talk there. But hey, everything's expensive nowadays. Ray, morning Pokemoke Forester, what's going on? You do any deer hunting, Pokemoke? I heard the blue tongue or EHD or whatever is real bad down there this year. Morning Jason, how you doing? Beautiful day today, nice and calm. Supposed to be upper 80s today, probably one of the last hotter days. We usually get a little bit of hot weather there in October, but start seeing some 70s, 50s at night. That's what I was hearing. It's really bad. A lot of big bucks are going to be gone, sadly. I guess you guys didn't get enough rain, or just a bad hatch, I guess. Bay Bridge and the Key Bridge today. We'll be down closer towards the Bay Bridge towards the end of the day. Still a few crabs down there with some females last time we went through them. See what's up down there. Gonna start getting gear closer to home here, try to grind it out closer to home and save on fuel and try to catch these nicer big males. Seems to be what everybody wants. Find the winner of the Tiki Lee's tournament yet? I seen big fish was like 17 pounds or something. $100,000 rockfish. It's pretty crazy. Brian said the crabbing's about done for him at Wacomico, Virginia, or Wacomico Eastern Shore. I would imagine them crabs probably run way as far up in the river as they can get with this salty water. Down that way is water's really salty this year. Morning, Miss Karen. How are you? Southern Maryland. That's right. I know there's two Wacomico rivers. I couldn't remember if it was Virginia or. I know it wasn't. There's one on the Eastern Shore. I've been on there. You see many small crabs or females or anything? Is it much anything or just slow? Good. Thanks for checking in, watching. Glad to be back on it too. It's been a long grind of a season for us. And last week had a bunch of issues with the hot water system, and my phone wasn't working, didn't charge. Didn't get a chance to get on last week. Still been pumping out videos pretty good. Bronco's been working away. Yeah, good deal, Brian, on the small crabs. That was good to see something at least. I know we got a lot of crabs in the rivers up here. Tabasco's full of nice, big, real pretty crabs. A lot of people catching them off their piers and crab pots. We'll be waiting for them to run out. Probably be a couple weeks, starts cooling off. I'm going to try to go into November, a couple weeks into November. I got to be done by Thanksgiving. I'm going away for visit family, but we're going to try to go as long as we can. People got to keep buying them. The guys I sell to seem to be able to keep moving crabs, so we'll see how it goes. run heavy on the lower Potomac. They need one more shed. We were seeing a lot of them too. Still seeing a lot of 5 1/4, 5 1/2 inch crabs. Today we've seen a few of them little tiny crabs too. 2-inch crabs or whatever. Little stuff starting to show up. They're going to be shedding again. Everything's going to shed one more time. The females are done now, and all these males to shed. Chin, yeah, I'm not too far from Old Captain Textile. Nice big giant crab. It's probably 8 inches. Get the rule or both claws. Nice crab. That's what we're waiting for right there. All them to come out of the river. Come out of their hiding spot. What's that? Hiding. I had relatives that used to own this Atlantic Marina now, the Grays Creek Marina. The Baileys, they were my grandmother's family. I never knew any of them. My dad visited them as a kid. They were all done by the time I got going. Near my house was an old shanty, Waterman shanty. They used to haul seine, crab, good looking fish pot, eel, do everything down for me. You could go down the pier and pick out the rockfish you wanted, the crabs you wanted, right out of the live box. They kept everything in a live box. That's the old days. We're still using mostly shrimp heads. Might be going to LY or Menhaden or Bunker or Pogey or whatever you call them. It's a little bit cheaper to use the fish right now, so seems to be working okay. We experimented with them, tried them, and they look about the same as the shrimp. So water's really salty this year, so it's definitely a little different than normal. Yeah, I like where you're going with there, Miss Karen. It's something about them Maryland crabs. I'm sure the Florida ones are decent too. A lot of the Florida crabs get shipped up here though, so you go to order crabs in Florida, you're mostly left with the leftovers. A lot of people, more and more people are eating down there. But I've seen a few guys selling them, a couple crabbers down there. And the market seemed to be expanding. Down in Florida, they cook them a lot of different ways too. They boil them, they steam them, they clean them. clean them and steam them. They make garlic crabs and all kind of different ways you can get crabs down there. We dump out the hot water tank every day, fill it back up. It's just water. And we can move it out of the way to get the boat cleaned up. Uh-oh. Oh, that's it. Grab me a hawk, Mickey. This one. Had a busted off hawk, gotta put a new hawk on. Hello from Odenton. What's going on, Scooter? Karen says she loves the old backfin crab cakes. Jumbo lump, baby. Make sure you get Maryland meat. Stay away from that foreign stuff. Yeah, the good crabs are definitely showing up. Nice, dirty, rusty crabs, dark, heavy, beautiful stuff. Big crabs right now, beautiful crabs. Best of the year. Morning, James. How you doing? I seen old Mike Rowe is in town. Somebody sees them, make sure you tell them to get some crabs. They are pretty right now. Females go into wooden baskets. The guy I sell to wholesales them sometimes. The crates are mine, so he sells all them out of the store. We also put peelers in the wooden baskets. Place to buy crabs is where are you in? Oh, you said you were in Odenton. I would go check out Captain TikTok right there, Glen Burnie. You got to steam your own, but they're going to be the best crabs you can get. Local crabs, good heavy, nice crabs. Go check him out, or if you want to head up towards Overley, that's where my guy is in Angels and Overley. Get my crabs. I don't think he's selling anybody else's right now, or they would be all mine. Check out Bakken Point Seafood FE Southern Girl on the social media, the other social media. Aviator 1047, what's going on? Side note, this morning I forgot to put half and half in my coffee. Definitely a different experience. I'm sure a lot of you find people drink black coffee, but not my favorite. I like something to cut the acidity. I'm sweet enough, I don't need any sugar, but I definitely like some half and half.
That's fine.
a half and half. I gotta run over here and get this other row. Sorry for the shake. Looks like we're bouncing all over the place. Nice and calm today, nice and warm. Got my short sleeve shirt on already. A couple more days and then it's gonna get cold here, well, relatively. I got a 100-gallon fuel tank. We're burning between 10 and 15 gallons a day. T shared old Captain Luke's email. His address. Check him out. He sells live right out of his stand there. Tell him Effie Miss Paula sent you, just to rub it in a little bit. Yeah, we tried the magnet. We've been trying to find my my lost socket wrench and just ain't found it yet. We'll keep trying now. But yeah, I thought about that. We could do some dragging around, see if we can find any treasures. River Acres asked about crab dredging. Yeah, they banned that. And I don't know, it's been a while. 2000 something. Did away with crab, 08 maybe. They did away with crab dredging in Virginia. And they still do it in Delaware, but not anymore in Virginia. Or I should say the Chesapeake Bay. A good pot, couple females, couple males. Sadly, I don't think it matters what they do. Until we get this water cleaned up, we're just going to have status quo. We're never going to see numbers like we used to. Too much dead water, bad water. Crabs can't do what they need to do when the water's just dirty. We're limiting the amount of water they can live in by all the dead zones. And until they do something about these sewage treatment plants, we are going to be status quo. Somebody asked who works harder, Jake or Chris? Don't forget Mickey. Yeah, James asked about dredging crabs. Nah, there's no crab dredging. I don't do anything in the winter. Got all my eggs in the crab basket. Trying not to spend money and do stuff with my wife and kids that I don't get to do in the summer. Copper 71, the crabbing's been pretty good. It actually picked up a little bit from what it was. It had fallen off really bad. Crabs are kind of in between time. They're going to start shedding the small males, and doublers have stopped, and kind of in that holding pattern. I think this week here as it start getting some cooler temperatures, and crabs are going to start turning back on again. A few nice bigger crabs starting to show up, waiting for them to come out of the rivers. Weaver said he trolled through a big red tide. Yeah, we saw some of it too. When you get that heat like we had the last few days, and no wind. It's just that red algae. We saw some of it on Saturday down towards the Magothy area. Looks okay up here. It's just a little stain. It had started clearing up. It'll probably clear up some once this water starts to cool off and get that wind to blow, shake everything up. definitely ISTHI. I don't want to mess your handle up. Definitely a good time for a bushel number one. Check out old Captain Luke Bakken Point Seafood. He's got some good crabs right now. Or if you're up towards Overlea, check out my guy Angel's Seafood in Overlea. Little known fact, Mike Rose from Overlea. And he's in town, hawking his whiskey. They're starting to sell it now, I guess, at liquor stores. You see him around town, tell him old Captain FV Miss Paula said, buy some crabs, they're best of the year. And post about it so everybody else buys them too. James, right now crabs are kind of both. We had them in 5 foot of water. We got them in 15 right now. They're kind of spread out everywhere. As the water starts to cool down, they'll move deeper. The water's the oxygen levels is good out in the deeper water, so they can move out. The water's warmer, deeper, so. Copper asked if I had any wasps. No, I usually battle them a little bit in the spring, and then that's it. We don't see them once we get on the boat and all. I hate me wasps. I used to clean dryer vents, and there'd be wasp nests in the dryer vents, and when you're on a 40-foot ladder and the wasps are firing out at you, it ain't fun, let me tell you.
Jellyfish things over the last anything.
Yeah, we'll definitely take jellyfish over wasps. Bait today is we're fishing shrimp heads and fish. We tried to fish the other day to see what it looked like. That's a fish pot right there. Some nice heavy dirty males there. Definitely catching some crabs. We're probably going to switch over to it. I think it's going to be easier to get it. It's a little cheaper. If I can save $30, $50 a day in bait, it would be beneficial. Looks about the same. Some of the shrimp pots look good, some of them don't. Some of the fish pots look good, some of them don't. Yeah, I remember you saying that, Aviator. Mike Rowe went to Overlea, or you went to Overlea too. Probably changed a lot since you've been up there. It's a different world. Seen a few hardheads here lately, not big ones, but little guys. 8, 9 inch. We had that one the other day was probably 10 or 11. Bit of flounder. All the flounder are small though, babies. We are the nursery for a lot of fish. Look at that. Is that barnacles? No. No, it's the zinc is, the anode is working. It did look like it. Probably won't see any barnacles for a little while, if we see any. These were rows we brought up from below the bridge. We're done down there for the season. Trying to get everything closer to home. Gonna grind it out up here. Once these crabs leave out of the Tapsco, we should see some pretty stuff. There's a lot of big crabs in the river. if you're going over the Bay Bridge, you won't see us anymore. Nah, no weird crabs today yet. I got a couple really cool ones though. I got to get some video of. I caught them on Saturday. I got them in my saw crab tank. One of them's a lighter female. It's almost like a pink color. Cotton candy female. There you go. And the other one is a male that has all white legs and half of his claws are white. Somebody sent me a picture of another one that the other half are white. So mine, the lower part of the, you see my arm here? Yeah, there we go. The lower arm is white here, and the guy that sent me the top half was white. What's that? Yeah, there we go. Listen to Chris. Buster. Still a few busters, still a few female pailers. Our season goes till November 30th. We'll probably go into mid-November, hopefully. Definitely, it's all going to be on whether people keep buying crabs. I'll try to get it out on the other social medias today if you follow us on any of the other ones. Post some reels. Should be in this week's Friday report. Seen quite a few leucistic crabs this year. It's been pretty cool. White legs and white claws and white faces. The crab we caught Saturday had a white face, white apron, white underside. It was really neat, different looking. Thanks. You guys help keep us sane too. Give us something else to think about, except for another crab pot. Who's got questions for the guys in the back? Speaking of keeping them sane. Yeah, our traps last, the old ones last 12, 15 years. The newer ones last 4, 5, 6. Wire ain't as good as it used to be. And if they're still catching, I still use them. It's like Mickey, he's getting older, but we don't throw him away, you know what I mean? We keep using him. Just take a little easier care of them, you know what I mean? Them old crushed up pots. Duct tape. Yeah, zip ties and haul grains. There was actually, you talk about the Ever Forward, there was a cruise ship stuck the other day for a little while. It hit the edge of the channel, I guess. I wouldn't want to be on that ship when it made a landfall. They want to know Karen wants to know what music you like listening to. Stevie Ray Vaughan, ZZ Top. Somebody asked if we ever heard of ZZ Top. That was hilarious.
Willie Whalen and boys.
Old country. What else? They like that new country, although I don't think new country is country. Rock. Classic rock.
Crack the Sky. Rush. Blue Oyster Cult. Right. Yeah. Shania Twain on repeat all day. Coming up.
some of the 90s grunge, the Pearl Jam. Get it? No. What happened? Clip didn't get clipped. There it goes. Dave Matthews. Them kind of old people. They're old now. It's funny to think of that. There you go. The sound of crabs going into crates. Ain't no better music.
Favorite song is Mickey's music I don't like is Mickey slamming the cooker.
Less cowbell, less slamming of the lid for the cooker.
You guys knock that cooker more than I do. Slinging them pots around. Sling pots. I don't know. Probably somewhere. I might be playing
A little bit. Hear it on the YouTube.
I'll just slam the lid.
Hey, good fish pot. Little baby crab. Starting to see a few more of them little guys. They're starting to shed again. And a lot of these crabs now, them dirty, dark, rusty. Look at that little rusty belly on them. That's you know it's good. He's growing little legs. They don't get no fatter than that. You see them little legs he's starting to grow, and that little rusty little dirt chin there. That's good eating. See how dirty he is. Dark, heavy, hardy crab. Best of the year. Back to work. How often do you guys eat seafood? Somebody asked.
At least 3 times a week. I probably have a soft crab a week, if not 3.
They've been eating a lot of salt crabs this year. I eat it as often as I can. I don't have the time or energy. Man, there's some pretty crabs in that pot. Dirty crabs. Dark and dirty. Don't have the time or the energy to clean the fish. We ain't caught many catfish this year. And spot are getting big enough now to clean too, but just ain't got it in me. Mark asked what motor is in the boat. It's a single BTA Cummins 5.9 315 motor, B series. Got about 6,300 hours on it or so. Still don't hardly burn a drop of oil. Checked her this morning. Got to change the oil on Wednesday. Any good barbecue in your area? We have, it's all relative. We don't know what good barbecue is, so. But Mission Barbecue, they're a chain, but they're a local chain. They're really good. They got good brisket, and it's all dry ribs and all. We do pit beef. Pit beef is big in Maryland. I like pit beef. I'll take a pit beef sandwich any day. Soft crab sandwich with sunbeam bread, hon. Darn right. T said he got a soft crab from Roy's Quick Corner the other day. That's good. I would always recommend Roy's for everything. Good crab cakes, good shrimp salad, good what else? Good Italian cold cut. Forget to get hots on it. Just get everything. Tim up there and Jillian, and man, they're good people too. Salt of the earth. I gotta watch taking my kids up there to give them ice cream every time, and I gotta deal with them on the ride home. Mission Barbecues down in Orlando. I didn't realize that. I know they're in Virginia, and I think they got one somewhere else. I know they're getting bigger. The original one, I think, started in Glen Burnie here. Been there about 100 times. They got BBQ barbecue sauce. That's probably that's the best, some of the best barbecue sauce I've ever ate. Good stuff. But it's all relative. Again, I don't know what good barbecue. That's like going to Arizona and asking for a crab cake sandwich. You don't know what you're getting. You just, it tastes good, it tastes good. We're not experts on barbecue. Would never say. Just like cheesesteaks. You gotta go to Philly and get good cheesesteak. You gotta come to Maryland and get a good crab cake. Mission Barbecue has 100 locations. Really? I didn't realize that they were that big. Learn something new every day. I know he's the owner's real good buddies with Kevin Plank, owns Under Armour, or used to own it or whatever. I know he's got some pretty good backing, so good for him. Good company, support veterans, support military, police. All the a lot of proceeds go back to Wounded Warrior, stuff like that. It's good. Anybody supporting that kind of stuff, I'm definitely going to support you. American made, baby. Glad I got you guys. I learn something new every day on here. Lot of nice crabs. Man, are they nice. they were asking about music. We listen to WRNR a fair bit too, out of Annapolis. We're fishing 500 pots today. Fish 500 every day. We're still on limits till October 1st, so we won't be close to that. But and had a pretty good season so far. Just got to get through September and October and sell crabs, and it'll be a stellar season. I feel like water quality's probably gotten a touch better, just because we're to the point now the farms have taken care of what they needed to with runoff and fertilizers. They've done a great job of doing everything they need to do, cover crops and no-till farming. That's all changed in the last decade or so.
The pesky buildings.
The builders have, we got all the silt fence now. We got stormwater management, and all that's changed and come up to standards. So we're to the point of status quo where until they fix these sewage treatment plants, we're never going to get any better than where we are now. Years like this where we don't get much rain, the water quality's a little bit better a lot of times. We don't have all the runoff coming down from the Susquehanna and it washing in. Still a lot of older communities don't have much stormwater management, so you get a lot of runoff coming into the bay from these older communities and some of the older buildings. But number one, it's done nothing over the last 100 years is sewage treatment. We're doing the same thing we've done and has not been upgraded yet to tertiary, which is what takes out the phosphorus, nitrogen, and the pharmaceuticals. Until we do that, we won't be where we are forever. We get rainy years, it's going to be worse. Drier years, probably a little better, but never above that. Definitely more grass than it used to be the last 20 years. A lot of creeks are full grass now, and should start seeing more as these snakeheads start to take over. They protect the grass, they eat the grass. Push these carp out that are eating the grass, killing the grass. More guys bow fishing, killing the carp. That's what we need to get rid of is the carp. Snakeheads are nothing compared to do the damage that the carp do as far as impacts to water quality. thing with the dark false mussels. We get big booms of them when the water's got to be in a certain salinity range. They're as good a filter feeders as the zebra mussels, but they're native here, and when we get a lot of them dark false mussels, the water really cleans up good, and they help filter out all the garbage. And this year I haven't seen many at all. I guess the salinity's too high for them. They're probably all up to date. Look into that sewer tunnel. That's interesting. I hadn't heard anything about that at all. What do you know? What the plan is for it? Is it just to hold the overflow so that it can be processed later, or what's the tunnel do? Definitely got to get the raw sewage discharges completely stopped. That's like, to me, it should be absolute outcry from the public for discharging raw sewage into the bay or into the Potomac or any water body. That's just like, that's terrible. But we also got to get the actual treatment, which is what's going on. Just because the water's clean doesn't mean it's, I should say, just because the water's clear doesn't mean it's clean. It's still full of nitrogen, phosphorus, and the pharmaceuticals. It takes tertiary processing to get all those out. So certainly raw sewage, when we get rains, are bad. It dumps a bunch in the water, but we're not also getting the other stuff out when it's being dumped in continuously. We're never gonna get there. Separates the storm drains from the sewer drains. Gotcha. Yeah, we're battling the same thing in Baltimore City. A lot of those storm drains all run into the sewer system. It all runs together. So a lot of the pipes are still from the 1800s. Some of them are wooden. I was up at the Baltimore Museum of Industry. The gas lines up there used to be wood too. We still have wooden sewer lines and leaking sewer pipes and all kind of terrible stuff. But that's good news. They're getting that. At least they'll stop the raw sewage going right into the Potomac. It's a start, definitely a start. row here, good row here. Bunch of crabs. Mixed in, doubler there too. Still a few last and a little immature female shed. I have soft crabs here till probably usually mid-October when you start getting them cool nights and tanks water temperature is warm enough for them to shed. Bait lid or bait well, I mean. Yeah, it's terrible. Wind falls. Yeah, it's all bad. See it coming up out of the storm drains, overflowing, and straight out of the sewage. Might as well be right out of the toilet, right into the water, all over the place. I think if we all put our money and energy and effort into fixing that, we wouldn't have to worry about fixing anything else. It would all take care of itself. The water was clean, we'd have everything come back. Brenda, thanks for watching and checking in from North Carolina.
Under the box.
Hope to get down that way this winter, we'll see. I like going to topsail and finding shark's teeth and fossils and whatever else. That's fun. There's nobody around in the winter. Nice spots here, 6-8 crabs. I'll take that all day. Yeah, you're talking about Back River there. They've been working on that too. It was really bad this spring. They had a huge outcry from the public. I don't know if anything was done or not. I know it's being really mismanaged. I've had some people reach out and talk about how mismanaged it is up there, and it's a shame, the whole deal. Water quality issues in Florida, yep, no doubt. It's the same exact thing. They blame the farmers, and they blame everything, but what the problem is, and it's all the people moving there and them just dumping the sewage into the river, into the ocean. That west coast of Florida is really bad. All that algae on that western side that's poisoning everybody and making everything sick. It's all the same thing with Lake Erie. Lake Erie's got a ton of problems now. A lot easier to blame the farmers and blame the watermen and blame everybody than to actually fix the real problem, because it's too expensive, or so they say. Man, they're pretty crabs. Rusty, dirty, dark, beautiful crabs. Copper, yeah, finding arrowheads, that's awesome. You'll have to invite me down one time. just invited myself there, didn't I? We go to I haven't been to Calvert Cliffs, but I've been to, what's it called, Mateo Beach or something beach, I can't remember. where you find the snail shells, and then like Brownie Beach and a lot of little shark's teeth there. I know there's some awesome places that private property and other places that are really, really good. I haven't found many arrowheads. I've only ever found, I found one actually at my house, which was pretty cool. I never found many. Found a lot of fossils. Hey Adam, what's going on? Good to see you yesterday. Just got the wave at you. Yeah, and Weaver's talking about the Hurricane Agnes. It definitely changed a lot. Ruined the grass. They say the grass this year up in Havity Grace in there is as good as it was back in the old days, 50, 60 years ago, completely covering the whole area up there. The flats are covered in grass this year. Nobody's talking about that either. You don't hear nothing about it. Well, a lot of that's just because we've had very little runoff from coming out of the Susquehanna. It's been a super dry year. Karen asked how many keepers in a pot. It's anywhere right now from 1 to 4 or 5. The pot there's got 1, 2, 3, 4 males and 2 females. Big giant females, beautiful crabs. That one's 3 females and a male. There, you see very few undersized crabs right now. There's a few, but most of the crabs are nice heavy crabs too. Not a lot of lights right now. Copper said he'd get father and son together. Hey, that'd be a good trip. I can teach him how to find fossils. He's I don't know if he's ever done it before or not. Found some really cool shark's teeth and stuff and topsails and big stuff, and never found a whole lot of mostly all little tiny stuff in Maryland. We found quite a few snail shells when we went to that, forget what it's called. It's not Mattapeake and it's not Mattio. It's something like that beach. A lot of fossils, a lot of scallops, and a lot of cool stuff there. Where do you do most of your fossil hunting at? Area, you don't have to tell me exactly. I know it's top secret. Yeah, George was talking about the Conowingo Dam too. That's definitely something when we have a lot of rain is an issue, but it's not a constant, steady flow of nutrients into the bay, and that's what the sewage treatment plants do. They're the #1 priority. I'd much rather see the money put into that than the Conowingo. 400 teeth. Wow, that's impressive. You find any bigger ones? Any like the tiger sharks or the great whites or the megalodons? John asked about salt crabs. Yeah, I got a few. It's not a whole lot right now. I got a bunch of frozen ones. Yeah, cool. The shells are neat too. That's neat. I know there's lots and lots of places. Obviously, the public and the state places you can access, but a lot of the private property is where all the good stuff is. There's a couple people I see on Instagram that are, you know, Potomac fossil hunter or something. I don't know. Couple of them in the area I follow on there. Guys do a good job of keeping where they're at secret. They just show you finding them. That's good. I don't blame them. Kevin, what's going on, man? Last of the heat. Oh, there went a little sandpiper headed up the bay. That was cool. Should start seeing a few ducks here migrating, I would imagine. Usually early October you start to see a scoter or two. Teal are starting to show up in the Midwest. I guess pretty good numbers finally. I had a screech owl at my house too. Are they still quarantining? I didn't know that was still a thing. I wasn't sure. I haven't really kept up with it all. Fishing's been pretty good, I've heard. Cooler weather. Get below the bridge, it's stripers and mackerel and ribbon fish and rockfish. Fair bit of blues up here, I guess, too. And a lot of guys switch to using eels to catch them bigger rocks. I would imagine that's what they won the Teeth League tournament with, but I don't know. Bubble, bubble. Yeah, thanks for watching, Miss Karen. We're going to be checking off here soon, switching over to Facebook. Nice grab there. Woo! Kevin said he got a 26-inch flounder. That's humongous. Wow. We're seeing a lot of them, just little, like 8 to 12 inches or so, 10 inches. A lot of little guys. George said he saw the scuzz line too. Yeah, it was all down through here. I posted about it on the other stuff, other social media. Pretty nasty. It had a lot of red with it, was starting, and the scuzzy water was everywhere on Saturday. Somebody must have had a discharge. You won't hear nothing about that either. Kevin's right around the corner in Connecticut. That's funny. Got some crabs up there, guys. Calling the guys up there. Sounds like a good bit of crabs starting to show up now. Couple females, beautiful females, dark, rusty, dirty, big females. Prime time, yeah, I bet it is. You're probably starting to get some cooler nights. I bet it's going to be chilly up there. What is it, Friday night? Friday night's going to be 51 here, so you might be close to frost time up there in Connecticut.
Big old rockfish up there, though.
Yeah, that's big rock. Rock. Headed out for Big Red Drum. No, we don't ever see him up this way. Luke had a little one in his pot the other day. All I ever seen are the small ones. Once in a while, I'll catch a nice big one trolling or something over Love Point on the eastern side above the bridge. But they seem to stay further down in that lower portion of the bay. I know TNG are the target ships. All down that way, maybe up the Calvert Cliffs is pretty good. And I did see that when they're chasing a menhaden like you're talking about. I guess the Omega got into some of them there when they were netting. Had a kip to peak the other couple weeks ago. There's a little toadfish. Haven't seen too many of them. Yeah, kiss of only a mother could love. I guess it's a face only a mother could love. Much females down on this lower end here. Nice males mixed in. Well, anyway, Weaver, get out. Hope you're catching a couple big ones. Them red drum are good eating. There's a good pot. Good pot. 6, 7 males. Nice pot. They all look like that. We'd be catching too many. At least to be able to sell. Market's a little slow right now. Although, it'd be nice to be done early. Sorry. Red shrimp jumping. Come up with the pot. That pot's got 4 females and a male. So never know. Although it's a shrimp pot too. Always fixing pots we are. They're like 50 bucks a piece now, so you gotta make them last forever. Add a zip tie, add a hog ring, whatever you can do. As long as they're catching, we're gonna keep them in the rig. Nice big females, big males. Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen more red drum this year. There was a year, I can't remember when it was, we caught a whole bunch of them little ones, like 12, 14-inch red drums, tons and tons of them. It was only one year. I thought this year with the salty water we'd see a lot of them, but I haven't seen many. Seen a couple bluefish and a lot of these little flounder, little guys. Lots and lots of them. He's maybe 6 inches or something. I don't know. Tons and tons of them. They must all head to Connecticut. I don't know, and they never seem to catch any big ones. Thanks everybody for watching. Hit that like button if you would, if you haven't already. Get these pots set back, and I'll show you guys what we've been catching and let you get on with your day. Or if you want to stay tuned in, we're gonna head over to the Book of Facebook. Do some live stream over there, give everybody a little taste over there. And slot is 15 to 25 inches on the red drum. Interesting. Yeah, I saw some video. There's some giant fish. I think somebody caught some kind of record or something, fly fishing record or something, I think.
One that was in a lagoon or something.
I thought it was in the bay. I don't know. I thought it was in the lower bay.
I saw one of the records recently. It was huge. I thought it was down in Louisiana.
42-inch red drum. That's a giant. And I never realized that they chased LY too. I never noticed that. I seen that video though of them look like tuna or something, or bluefish tearing them LY up. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, I never knew they did that. I thought they were more like bottom feeders. I know they eat a lot of crabs and shrimp and stuff like that. That's probably what's got them up here, is all the shrimp in the lower bay. Don't hear nothing about that either. That's an untouched resource, all them shrimp. Morning, Miss Debbie. Six pots on the beach around Roman Cove. Shouldn't be any crab pots up in there. Must have come off somebody's pier or something. Or got drug in or something. You can't crab up in Eastern Bay. Was it on the bay side? Coming up. Definitely warming up today. It's getting warm. Oh, want to show you guys what we're catching. Let's get on your merry way. Thanks for checking in, watching with us, hitting that old like button. It's a couple crates of males. Sorting ones and twos now, so we got. And some nice crabs. Look at these crabs. Beautiful stuff. Look at that. Big extra large jumbos. Dirty, rusty crabs. Look at these little guys too. Giant crabs. I mean giant. Dark crabs. Really dark, dirty, rusty, small crabs, but they're nice. Females, not a whole lot today. A few peelers. A couple salt crabs. Nice. Not too bad so far. We ain't setting the world on fire and we ain't starving to death. I'll take that any day. So, you know how it goes. Thanks for checking in, watching, hitting the videos, liking, subscribing, doing all that stuff. We're going to head over to Facebook now. And as always, get to work! Thanks for watching. Get to work!